Virtual field trips are a good resource to include in your lesson plans in your classrooms, and I'm going to take you through some of the ones that I found that I can use in my 8th grade math class. One of the websites is Education World, and within there are a lot of lesson plans and units and things like that. This one is called A Puzzle a Day Provides Practice That Pays. Excuse me. So on this website, it gives you different lessons that cover math, spelling, and other areas of curriculum. So it says Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Each day they're different. It gives you a bell ringer, so to speak, for every day of the week. And this could be used, or probably will be used, during a 10-minute advisory every day for my morning kids. And I might just work these in throughout the week because I also have math warm up that I have my students do every day just to get their brains going and thinking. So with this one, you can go in and click on what you want. There is a Scrabble spell off. They have to find out how many different words they can make with given letter tiles. Operation Math, I can show you this one. It lets you choose the grade levels. So you can make it more difficult or easier depending on your grade level. You can, here's the link right here. Here are the problems with the solutions. It tells you how you can score it, how you can adapt it, suggestions for teachers to change it, to alter it, to make it more difficult, like including negative integers, fractions, decimals, things like that. Students need these basic reviews to kind of get their background knowledge flowing. Another website I found is called Lure of the Labyrinth. You, as an educator, teacher, you create a username and a password, and you can put in your classes. So you will get, each kid will get a username and a password. You can select teams for them, or they can make up their own teams and they go through the game. And what it does is it reviews math concepts that they need or that they have learned from 4th grade through 8th grade. It's difficult at first, but that's okay because I always tell my students when their brains hurt, that means they're learning something new. And this has to do with ratios and things like that. So I'm going to play this really short video. So as you can see, you're a character. It's a mystery. You have to go through. It's an actual interactive game. You have to take your character places. You have to read maps. You have to solve math problems. You can ask your teammates for help. You get to pick your character. They give you clues. And you have to move your character around. So this was kind of funny for me to play, and I actually had to tell myself to stop because I wanted to keep going. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this one. This is going to be fun for, it's just a different twist on math that will help get kids involved. The next one is a Jeopardy game on measures of central tendency. I break my kids up into groups, teams, and give them small individual whiteboards and markers, and they do the math together. They talk about it. they come together as a team and talk about their answers and select one answer, and everybody gets to get points. It's not going to be who answers first. So this is nice. This one measures central tendency, reviews mean, median, mode and range, stem and leaf plots, histogram, dot plots, and other. To go with this, this is fun because they get very competitive, and I give out, like, a piece of candy for the winning team. This next piece that goes with this lesson is from a website called Gapminder. And what I have them do with this is we talk about what they see. We talk about the X and Y axis and what it has to do, maybe the colors of the plot points, the sizes of the plot points, and I show them the key that has the map of the globe. I show them that they can select specific countries, and I then set the graph in motion. So what this does is it shows starting from 1800, and it takes us through, I think it's around 2005, 2007, and they actually are intrigued by movement of these plot points. And I play this a couple of times so they can see what's happening with specific countries around specific dates. And we talk about what's happening around those dates. Maybe a war, and it's usually a war or economic depression. And I play it again, and they start talking, and I have specific questions that go with that. Another lesson that I found is on the Smithsonian Explorer website. This is combining history and math, and it's a pop-up lesson. So what they do is they design and create pop-ups. And before they can even make their pop-up, I found a video which is on making pop-ups. So what I would do is I would take them through this website. They can make a pop-up mouth, a box, a cylinder, a pyramid, a pop-up tent, and make a pop-up photograph. So I might take them through one of these simple pieces before the pop-up photograph, but I'm aiming towards the pop-up photograph itself to coincide with the history pop-up. And I love history, I love math, and so what I would do is I know the 8th grade history social studies curriculum, so I could just go through and pick some people, or I can have the students choose their own and have them watch or read this how-to PDF on how to make a pop-up. It's loading, so we'll wait for this to load. Alright, here we go. So as you can see, it gives you specific instructions. Create an image, fold it, cut it, and all of this cool stuff. So it shows you step by step how to create a pop-up, and that's it. So yeah, it's going to take some practice, and that's why I want to start off with more simple shapes so they understand the mechanics of a pop-up. And so this would take some time, but assessing all of this would depend on what it is that we're doing. Some of it is straight observational assessment. participation, if they're actually making something. I would assess that. With the Gapminder, I I pose certain questions and I have them discuss as teams. So what I'm really doing is I'm measuring or observing what they're talking about as groups. I would walk around and listen to their conversations, and we would come back together as a whole group and discuss some more. And I would actually then go back and look at the other graphs and go from there. So that's just a short, small sample of how I would use the internet and technology and virtual tours to incorporate it into my classroom.